Illusion of Gaia is awesome. Alright, so Sunday I thought I was going to record another vlog about a video game, but I ended up not doing that because I was studying, and I've been studying now. This is my trig book here, and this is a white piece of paper that keeps the white balance from going crazy. But I decided to take a break from trig because I wanted to take a break from trig and I was out of snickerdoodles. So now I'm here to talk to you about Illusion of Gaia. It's an action RPG that was released in the mid-90s for the Super Nintendo, and it's rare in my family because it's the first game, perhaps the only game, that I remember my father buying because he wanted to play it. And it's a game that honestly could appeal to an adult. Probably most importantly, The Illusion of Gaia has a very strong story. I think probably even stronger than Chrono Trigger's, which I know is sort of blasphemy to some people, but Chrono Trigger's storyline is kind of scatterbrained out of necessity. I mean, it's got a million endings. Like, you can't... It's too open-ended to have a very concise and compelling story. Illusion of Gaia, however, has none of those flaws because it has one ending. It's a very linear kind of game. But what matters in Illusion of Gaia is not destroying monsters. It's figuring out what's happening and caring about the characters as you move through the game. As a child, I just wanted to kill things, but I did find myself really wondering what was going to happen to the characters and really caring about them. When characters die, you feel their loss. So Illusion of Gaia was developed by the same people who did ActRaiser, and there's a lot of thematic similarities between it and also two other games that were developed by this company. They're referred to as a sort of unofficial trilogy, starting with Soul Blazer and then moving into Illusion of Gaia and completing with Terra Enigma, which was never ever released in America, but which I've played. Certainly not illegally. The emphasis in these games is not good versus evil so much as trying to find a balance. There's a lot of resurrection, there's a lot of rebirth that happens, and there's this balance that needs to be struck between creative and destructive forces. And that's something that really appeals to me still, and I find very intriguing and interesting, and has pervaded my viewpoints on reality for a long time, and I think that's largely because of Illusion of Gaia. There's a scene in The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath where the narrator describes looking at the calendar and seeing all of the days fold up so that there's just one long block of days and it never stops, and the holes between days are gone. And that's what I think of the world as, without evil, without any sort of destructive impulse in the world. And that's scarier than there being something destructive out there, is there not being anything destructive out there. There just being a long series of day. That kind of sucks. So sort of the thesis of Illusion of Gaia is something that really resonates with me, that there's got to be, you know, a balance. Beyond that, the characters are well characterized and they develop kind of a lot in some cases. There's realistic treatments of death. There's all kinds of different cultures, and there's historic sites that you interact with, and it's just a really enjoyable game. From the gameplay to the music, everything about it is just really, really enjoyable. Anyway, Illusion of Gaia is awesome, and you should play that, or you should have already played it, and I will return next time with a video which is not about video games, and I will see you later.